Hello, everyone. For this week, I'm playing Green, White, Red Zoo. I didn't get to play last week because I had a cold, so I'm back now. I wanted to play an aggro deck because people have been saying aggro's been on the downswing and that it's not playable anymore, and I just don't think that's true. I think basically any aggro deck that has white or black removal is playable. Red removal is fine, but you can't rely only on red removal because you do have things like Barrow Grace and stuff to deal with. And I mean, you can rely on red removal, but it's just a little bit more sketchy. And you don't even need a lot of removal, although usually I play more. But even just like the minimum of like Path to Exile, Swords of Plowshares, Prismatic Ending, Get Lost, Solitude, like this is enough things to deal with the problems that show up that I think it's fine. I did think about bringing Green White Monsters because I think that deck is pretty good still. I mean, Mana Dorks into Hate Bears and Powerful 4 drops, I think is pretty much always going to be a good strategy, and it really does pretty well against combo and against blue, which are really prevalent in the Discord metagame. But I had a hankering for like actual good old fashioned aggro, playing one drops and stuff. This sort of aggro has really fallen out of favor, and I think that it's time for it to make a resurgence. People are playing the lowest amount of red removal that they've ever played. People aren't playing like Forked Bolts, and even a lot of decks, control decks, aren't necessarily on Fury anymore. So you're like playing 2 1s for one, and they have to use real removal on it. A Source of Plowshares is going to kill a 2 1 for one, as well as it's going to kill a 3 mana or a 4 mana creature. So I think being a little bit lower to the ground is still really good. And I also wanted to play an aggro deck because the Discord metagame is still a lot of combo, still a lot of blue, and I don't know. I mean, you can have fun playing blue mirrors and stuff, but generally speaking, I like to position myself sort of the opposite of everybody else. And if nobody's going to play aggro, I guess I'm going to play aggro. It's not going to be the only thing I play, but I don't know. I think that this sort of deck is something people are sleeping on. People have gotten a lot greedier in terms of creature counts to stall out your creatures, in terms of cheap removal to stall out your creatures, and I think that this kind of thing can work really well. Um, I'm only splashing red. It's mostly a green white deck. I'm playing fourth. Basically, it's mostly for pointed cards. Fourth and Minsk and Boo are the two main pointed cards, and then you're gonna have. I also thought Broadside and Gut are really good with the 1 drop / mana dork strategy. Screaming Nemesis is just a really good 3 drop that's basically like unblockable, and the anti-life gain clause is really relevant. And then Ball Lock is another piece of removal / a creature, so I'm splashing for, I think that's 6 cards total. 6 cards? Yep, 6 cards. Um, I'm not playing Blood Moons or anything. First of all, Blood Moons are really expensive. They're 3 mana. They don't always work, and you really have to contort your mana base to make them work. Um, with this mana base, I can play 3 basic planes and 2 basic forests, and it's still good, and I can play mostly duels, which is really helpful for making sure I can cast everything. Whereas if I had to play Blood Moons, I would have to probably be like 6 planes, 5 forests or something, and like no, I'd have to cut down on the duels a lot. For the point spread, I'm doing Mox, fourth Minsk and Boo, White Plume Adventurer because it's just a really good card, and then Strip Mine. I think that um, I've seen a lot of people say that the Wasteland and Strip Mine are not so good anymore, and I think that that's only true when you can't take advantage of them. This is another reason why I wanted to be a little bit lower curve, is that you can treat these as spells, so you'll notice I'm on a pretty high amount of lands for such a low curve deck. You can treat these as spells because a lot of decks struggle when you wasteland them once, but they really struggle when you wasteland them twice. And so I think having the 1/2 punch is really strong. I'm also on a cheeky Winter Orb because I think that's really good with the strip mine effects and the low curve in general. And yeah, otherwise this is just like a bunch of hate bears, and just a general aggro beatdown plan. We get to play Wild Nikado again in the year 2025. I'm not on Soul Ring. I think you could. There's an argument that you could be made that you should maybe be on Soul Ring and Ancient Tomb, and then like rebuild this around 3 drops and stuff. But like I said, I've kind of been playing a lot of Soul Mana decks in the recent past, and I wanted to do something a little more low curve, a little more pip dense, and also like if you contort your deck to really take advantage of Soul Ring, your draws without Soul Ring don't feel as good. So I think it's better to run the double mocks right now. We get cool things like Bright Glass, Serac, etc. I really want to try out the Sage of the Skies. It seems really interesting. I mean, you play it off of a Mox, it's really good. If you drop it on turn 4 with a 1-drop, it seems really good. We'll have to see how it does, but I think this shows promise. Two power flyers with lifelink and flying are really good. So I don't think there's anything else to say. This is Green, White, Red Zoo. Pretty simple strategy, and that's my reason for playing it. So let's see how it does today.
Picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Start us off.
Okay. I am gonna go Mountain, Ox Ruby,
Okay.
Organ Intimidator.
Okay.
Oh no, it's defocused again.
Yeah, I was gonna say your camera's a little out of focus there.
Yeah, it is. It does this sometimes. I'm sorry. Hopefully I can get it back in focus. Sorry. Hopefully. There we go.
There we go.
Got it.
Okay.
All I had to do was put my forehead in the way.
Yep. All right. I'll draw for turn. I will play this Arid Mesa and say go.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. I will play Mountain.
Yep.
I will play the Abbot of Carol Keep. I will exile the top card, and I may play it until the end of my turn. It's a Scalding Tarn. It goes into exile because I've already put a land in.
Yep.
3.
I think I will fetch for a basic plains and cast this Swords to Plowshares on your 3/1.
Okay, so I will gain 3.
Yep. Basic
Okay.
plains. Okay. Is that all for your turn?
That is all for me. Pass to you.
Untap. Draw. Think here. I'm gonna play this forest and play this unlicensed curse and say go.
Okay, untap. Upkeep.
Yep.
I will play Mountain. I will play Kurga Elspear.
Yep. Counter spell spear. Yep.
So you're countering it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not countering it. It's. Sorry.
Oh,
what
sorry.
did you?
I thought you said you were countering it. I heard
No,
counter.
sorry. I thought you were saying, is that good? Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay,
I'm not
okay,
countering.
good. I will first lightning you for 2.
Okay, I take 2.
So I get power triggers,
Yeah.
and then I will attack for 3.
Yep, I take 3 down to 14.
Okay, I pass the turn.
I'll eat the 2 cards out of my graveyard to counter some.
That's fair enough.
They're not counters, but we'll use a die.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Play this Bloodstained Mire.
Hello?
Hello, yes. And I will cast this Dryad Militant. So 2/1 for 1.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll play Flooded Wooded Foothill. I will crack it for a mountain.
Okay.
I am going to pay 3 and 2 life to transform the sphere.
Yep.
I think I have his other. Yes, here's his other slot.
Yep.
So as
So,
it's a 3/3 with trample and double prowess.
and ward 2, right?
And ward 2, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to incinerate your blocker.
I will, in response, crew my curse.
That's very fair.
And because it's a damage-based spell, your incinerate will be exiled before this dies. Because this prevents things. This says instants and sorceries go into exile.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Curses and that's now a 5/5, right?
This is now a 5/5, yes. It's a 5/5 with trample, so beep beeps.
Just take 5. You have no cards in hand?
Nope.
Uh,
I'll spend.
I'm just going to say no blocks and take 5.
That's fair. That's a turn.
Fetch on the end step. Get myself a Taiga. Somewhere in here.
Fair. That'll be the last card.
Taiga is going to be this Cathar Commando. And then still before the end step, I would like to eat the 2 cards out of your graveyard with my curse. Go ahead, my turn. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play the Sacred Foundry tapped and say go.
Nope. I will draw.
Yep.
Yeah. I will play Bomat Courier. So I'm going to go to attacks.
Okay.
You got 4. You've got a 4/4 blocker, which isn't ideal. Hmm. What do I do here? I think I will. I'll go to my second main phase and pass it.
And step, I'm going to flash in the Save Mind Sensor.
What'd that one do?
Save Mind Sensor?
That's right.
2/1 flash flying. If an opponent would search a library, they search the top 4 instead.
Okay.
And I will also eat my 2 graveyards. My 2 cards. So first bigger.
6.
Untap.
Damn.
Draw. I'd like to play this Static Prison.
Mm-hmm.
ETB, I will target your Spell Stalker, and I'll pay 2 for the ward.
Okay. What does it do?
When it ETBs, I exile target an online permanent until it leaves the battlefield, and I get 2 energy. And then on each of my pre-combat main phases, I sacrifice the Static Prison unless I pay an energy.
Okay. So this goes away, but has the potential to come back.
Yeah, so I have 2 energy. I will play this Flooded Strand, and then I will go to combat and attack you for 2 in the air.
I'll take 2 in the air, going to 18.
I will pass.
Okay. Untap. Okay. Raw. I am going to go to attacks with the Bomat Courier.
I would like to, before blockers, crew my hearse.
Okay, so when it attacks, exile top card and put face down underneath it.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pay the 1 red to immediately sack it to put it back into my hand by discarding my hand, which was a mountain.
Yep. So your Bowmat Courier and your mountain are in your graveyard, not exile.
Yes, they are. They're not in exile. Sorry, my bad.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough.
Then second main, end my turn. Go to you.
Okay. I'll eat your 2 cards out of your yard with the hearse, and then I will
This is getting out of hand. I don't think I have any way to stop an 8/8.
fetch down to 7 and get a Lush Portico.
Okay.
Surveil with the Portico. I'll keep that on top. Go with my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw this. Pre-combat main phase, I'll pay an energy to keep static person around.
Okay.
I'm going to about this. So to do that, I can swing.
You can swing for quite a bit right now.
I'm going to crew my hearse with the bird,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to attack you for 11.
I'll take 11.
So you're down to 7.
I'll do 7.
And I'm going to play second main phase. I'm going to play the Sanctifier Envec.
Yep.
You know what this one does?
Nope.
Okay, it's a 2/2 protection from black and red. When it enters, exile all cards from graveyards that are black or red. And if a black or red permanent spell or card not on the battlefield we put into a graveyard, exiled instead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Untap.
Yep.
I'm going to Starfire you for 2.
Yeah, I'm at 5.
And then Price of Progress for I don't even know how many. I think it's 10.
It's 6. I have 3 on basics, so yeah, that kills me. Damn. Unfortunate.
Solid.
I think I'm just
I'm also
do
keeping
this.
mine, so you can go.
Yeah, I'm going to play 4 since I go.
Okay. Going to draw. Going to play Mountain and have no 1-drop. And pass.
To play a Plains, and I'm going to play this Bristly Bill.
That's a very good one.
Getting shocked. Nope. Okay,
Almost definitely, yes. Reminder what the Bristly Bill does.
2/2 landfall, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and then for 3 and 2 green, double the number 1 counters on each creature I control.
Yeah, I should almost definitely kill that. So I'm gonna Incinerary Flow it, so it goes to exile rather than dying.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play this Sidecat Cub.
That's a good one.
I will play this Scalding Tarn. Counter on it. And then I will fetch this right away and get a commercial district.
Now, really glad that I Incinerary Flowed there.
Yeah, I would have had a lot of counters for sure.
Yeah, it would have been a very, very large cat.
Yeah. Surveil. I will put this Containment Priest into the graveyard. Go away.
Okay. Untap. Raw. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. I am going to plot this cunning coyote.
Okay. Yep.
And that's a turn.
Untap. Keep. Draw. That's funny.
I didn't hit my third land drop. I'm now afraid.
Elegant Parlor. Trigger. Sadcat. Surveil.
Yep.
I'm going to bin this Winter Orb.
4/4.
This is a 5/5.
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Good lord. That's rather big.
Yeah. It's 5 damage. Good.
Yep. I take 5.
Okay. Second main.
15.
I'm going to play this Archon of Emeria. It's a 2/3 flyer. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn, and non-basics your opponent's control enter tapped.
Deeply bad for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, raw. What do I do here? Okay, I'm going to pay 2 for Inti.
Okay.
Bring in my Coyote, give it +1/+1 for the turn, and haste.
You can't. You can only cast one spell each turn.
Is it cast? Oh, it is
Yeah.
cast. So, my bad.
You're good. You would like to do something different?
Yeah. 2/3. What the hell do I do against a 2/3? In this deck, that's a real problem.
Yeah.
Also, the 5/5.
Yeah.
Yes. Could I take back Inti?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Much appreciated. Okay. I'm going to play Paladin.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack.
We'll block with my 2/3.
That's fair. I will exile 2 cards.
Yes.
I go down. I'll do this. But they're both going to go to exile because I was hoping for a land drop.
Yeah, I understand.
Pass.
Untap. Draw. We're going to play this Boseiju. Put a counter on Archon. And then we're going to attack you for 8.
I go to
7.
Oh god. 7.
I will pass the turn.
I think I'm not long. I think this is game, but
Yeah.
yeah, because I got my land drop, but it comes in tapped.
Yep.
One
3?
of the very few non-land. Yeah, game 3. I'm going to go mountain.
Okay. Draw. Interesting. We're going to go Basic Forest, Noble Herrick.
Okay. End of your turn, I would like to Galvanic Blast it.
Yep.
Okay, untap. Upkeep. Roll. I'm going to put Mountain.
Yep.
And then I shall play Earthshaker Kenra.
Okay.
And attack you for 2.
Yep, I'm at 18.
Yes.
Planes.
Mhm.
Malira, the Living Cure.
I don't know about that one.
She's a 3/3, has irrelevant text about poison counters, and I can exile her to choose another target creature or artifact. When it's put into a graveyard this turn, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control.
Pretty good.
But notably a 3/3. Go ahead.
Yeah, 3/3s. Bad against me. I'll play Den of the Bugbear.
That comes in tapped, I believe, right?
If you control two or more other lands, which I do.
Then it comes in tapped.
If you control two or more other lands. Oh! I thought it meant the other way around. My bad. Can't read. In that case, I'm going to play the Bomat Courier.
Okay.
And I'm going to get attacks with it. A card under it.
Thing. Yeah, I will choose to block the Bomat Courier.
I will. So after damage is dealt, this dies. This goes
Yes.
exile face down.
Yep.
And I will top fire it with the damage.
Yep. It's dead.
Yep. I will pass to you.
Untap. Draw.
I'm going to use so much of my card for removal. I hate it.
Bad Cat Cup again.
Hello again.
We're going to go Misty. Put a counter. Fetch the Misty.
Mhm.
Go get
Mhm.
a. Yeah, we'll get a commercial district, which is the green-red surveil land, and put another counter. And then I will pass the turn after I surveil.
Good lord, 4/4s.
Yeah.
Tap upkeep draw. Is that helpful? I don't even know if that's helpful.
Surveil real quick before you cast anything.
Hmm?
Let me surveil real quick before you cast anything.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
We're going to put this Sunpetal Growth in the graveyard.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm in a bad spot. I'll be real. Messing up that bugbear really slowed me down.
Right.
Damn it. Can't really attack you because you got 4/4 that I can't do anything through. I'll just play to the board. Gonna play Assaultron, so I'll get 2 energy.
Okay.
And I will. Actually, no, I will attack with Earthshaker Kenra.
You have one card in hand.
I have a singular card.
I think it's going to grow out of range of block plus burn spell soon, so I think I'm just going to take 2.
Okay.
Don't want to risk it.
I will pass to you.
Untap. Draw. I'm going to play this Elegant Parlor, which is a red-white surveil land.
Yep.
I will keep that on top.
Fair enough.
Then I will play this Screaming Nemesis.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to attack with my 5/5 trample, but not my 3/3.
I take 5.
15. I will say go.
Upkeep. Draw. Okay, I guess. I'm gonna play the Spell Spear.
Okay.
So you got a 2/2.
This is a 3/3. This is a 5/5.
3/3.
Yeah.
This sucks. Um. And that does things when it's dealt damage, right?
Yes, whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target, and if a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that seems bad. That seems bad to attack into that. I'm just gonna pass.
Untap. Start. Play this Hushwood Verge. Put a counter on Side Gecko.
Yep.
I will
It is
go to
now
combat.
a 6/6.
Yep, I'll attack for 6.
Take 6. Go to 9.
I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap. I will upkeep. I will draw. Really not what I needed. Okay, I'm going to play a mountain.
Yeah.
So I can do a couple things here. You're at
15.
15. Mm, okay. I think my play is going to be paying 2 life, going to 7 to flip over, and well, I'll pay them as well to flip this over to his other side,
Sure, so you're at 7.
and then I'm going to play Black Lotus to give
Yep.
it prowls.
Yes.
This is the weirdest Black Lotus I've ever cast in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to attack.
Yes.
Gonna attack with my 5/5. It's 3/3 and yeah, this Earthshielder counter as well. Trigger, I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on it to make it a 3/3.
Yeah. Do you have any cards in hand?
I have no cards in hand. The last card was Black Lotus. I've been holding on to that for like 3 turns.
Oh. Okay. Uh, 4 blockers. I will cast this Get Lost on your Spellstalker. I'll pay 2 for
Okay.
the ward.
Okay, so
So
that dies.
it dies and you get 2 maps. And then I will.
Don't know what maps do.
They are 1 mana artifact tokens that at sorcery speed you can crack them to make target creature explore.
Okay. I might do that. But this clue shall be my
your map. I would like to block your Earthshaker Kenra, which is a 2/1.
okay.
And then
Earthshaker can advance.
I'll take 3. And
And then I
then
assume blow this up too?
no, well, because it's a 3/3 now, so I can't do that. But I'll do 2 damage to you.
I will take 2, going to 5, and die.
Yeah, and then you're dead on board.
Oh. Yeah, I die here. GG's.
GG's.
I need to put 2 back. This is going back. This is going back. And then, am I good to go?
Yep. Starts off.
Okay. I'm going to play this Hedge Maze, Surveil, leave this on top, and say go.
Draw. I'll play this Bloodstrain and say go.
Okay. Untap. Drop turn. Cast a Sleight of Hand.
Okay.
Hand bottom. I will then play this Underground Sea and say go.
Gonna fetch.
Yeah. Yes.
Get myself an Elegant Parlor.
Sure.
Prevail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can keep it on top.
Sure.
On top. Draw. So, Hushwood Verge.
Yep.
Into a Voice of Victory.
In response, recall myself.
I would like to pay 2 life to misstep that.
Yes, that's fine. You go. Yes. Voice resolves.
Pass.
Draw. Play Tundra, and then path, voice, and pass the turn.
I will get a basic planes.
Sure. Knowing that you kept with misstep, I'm so glad I didn't keep the greedy 6. One London recall. We'll get there. Hopes and dreams.
Untap.
Yeah.
Draw. Okay. Go. 2 mana for a Glyph Elemental.
Yes.
Play this Savannah, trigger Glyph Elemental.
Yeah, put a count on it.
2 mana for Malira the Living Cure.
Yes.
Pass.
If I turn untap, draw. I'm going to cycle this Zagoth Triumph.
Okay. At that point of the game.
Play Tropical Island and say go. I'm just going to search up Malira. If you gain one or more poison counters, that you can one. Yeah, sure.
2 mana for a Scythe Cat Cup.
I'm going to Spell Snare the Scythe Cat Cub.
Seems reasonable. I'm going to play this Verdant Catacombs, trigger with
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to fetch, go to 16. I'll get a
Yeah.
Lush Portico,
Yes.
trigger.
Yeah. So currently taking 8.
I'll swing for 8.
Yeah, get 12.
I guess I should surveil first. Alright. Surveil.
This could be a quick match. Yeah.
I think I'm going to bin this Witch Enchanter.
Yeah.
12. I will
Yeah, I'm in
Sago.
12. Okay. Untap. I keep. Draw. This is play Caracas. Half the turn.
Okay. Untap. Keep.
Yeah.
Draw. I'll play this Stomping Ground tapped.
Yeah.
Trigger. Go to combat.
Bounce Malera with Caracas.
Yep. Attack for 6.
Yeah, go to 6.
Replay Flyer.
Yes.
I will Sago.
Okay. I'm going to Island Cycle this Lorien revealed in your end step.
Okay.
Good enough. Actually, yeah, I'll get Mystic Sanctuary.
Okay.
What's it? I will then go to my turn, untap, upkeep, draw.
Yep.
I will play Mystic Sanctuary, putting Recall back on top.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
Okay.
We're playing weird lines over here. Trust me.
I'll go to combat.
We'll bounce Malira as we go to combat.
Go to attack for 6.
I will flash in Snapcaster, target Path to Exile, and Path the Glyph Elemental.
Yes, that happens. With elemental exiled, I'll go get basic forest.
Yes.
What do you have? Recall on top.
Yes.
One, two, three, four, five, 6 mana.
Yeah. 6 mana, no cards in hand. Recall on top.
Yeah. Let's go with this Anointed Peacekeeper.
Yeah.
Meaning whether to name recall or name something different. Guess I'll just name same thing either way. You basically have to cast recall. I'll just name recall.
Yeah, sure. It cost 2 more or 3 more?
2 more.
2 more,
And then
okay.
I'll play this Canker Bloom.
Yeah.
And then I will say go.
Okay. Untap, draw this recall.
Yep.
Cast recall.
Yep.
I'm still in a good position. Play this Volcanic Island.
Yeah.
Neither of them are legendary. There you go.
That. Draw. I would like to play this Hex Drinker.
Oh, that's kind of bad. Yeah.
I'll attempt to level it up once.
Yep.
Attempt to level it up a second time.
Yes.
Attempt to level it up a third time.
Okay. I'll pay 2 and 2 life to dismember it.
I will
To
sacrifice my Canker Bloom to proliferate in response.
Yeah, nice.
And I'll go to 3 and then to 4.
Yeah.
I will attack you for 3 with Anointed Peacekeeper.
I will throw Snapcaster into the bus.
Yep. I'll just put 2 more counters on Hex Drinker.
Yep.
I'll say go.
Okay. Okay. Well, we get to dig again. Cast Consider.
Sure.
Bin this Watery Grave.
Yep.
Is that line? I have this. Yeah. Cast Spellseeker.
Okay.
I'm going to go get Wrath of the Skies, and then Wrath of the Skies X is 1.
My hex trigger.
And then I will pass the turn.
Untap.
Wrath of the Skies in the bin. There you go.
Let's go. That's you before so. Seasoned Dungeoneer.
Yeah, that's a good game too.
Okay. I guess technically I could hit a land off the Explorer, but yeah.
Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
I'll keep this.
I am keeping as well. Start us off.
Excellent. Okay, Gloomlake Verge, go ahead.
The Banner.
Yeah.
Romox.
Yeah.
Exile, Bristlyville.
Oh, okay. That's not a good sign.
Hex trigger.
Oh, dear. Yes.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to Mystical Tutor in your end step.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm just putting recall on top.
Yeah. Bit of a thinker with imprint with Chromebox. Spill's pretty good, but
I mean, it's pretty good, but
yeah.
Hex Drinker and Ocelot Pride are also really good.
Yeah.
Right. Mystical Tutor's in the bin. That is on top. Go to my turn.
Yep.
Draw.
Yep.
Recall myself.
Yep.
Play Verdant Catacombs.
Yep.
Go to 19.
Sure.
Get a Scrubland.
Okay.
And then I will pending on Hex Drinker, I think.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, pending on Hex Drinker.
Okay,
And then I will pass the turn.
Untap.
Yeah.
I will attack you for 1 with Ocelot Pride.
Yes, I go to 18, you go to 21.
Yep. I will play this Sacred Foundry tapped. And I would like to go to my end step. Make a cap from Pride.
Yeah, totally fine.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Things you don't love to see. Play a tapped Watery Grave and pass the turn.
End step, flash in this Cathar Commando.
We will evasive action. The Cathar Commando. I've got 3 land types.
Yep. It's countered.
Cool. Yeah, go to yours.
Untap. Draw. Lanes.
Yep.
Johnny Nicole Prior.
Yep.
A Cat Warrior.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4, 6, 8.
Oh, okay. But you'll get to, yeah.
Sanctify Iron Deck.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I don't think there are any black or red cards, but we exile those. And I'll attack with
Yeah.
Ocelot Pride.
Yeah.
And the cat.
I go to 17. Oh,
So
okay. I go to
16.
15. Oh, the other cat. Yeah, 16. You get 22.
Go to 22. End step.
Yeah.
I get a cat. Then I have the City's Blessing.
Yes.
So we got a cat. Then we have the City's Blessing, which I guess will be this thing. So then I make another cat and another cat warrior.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Play this Otawara.
Mm-hmm.
Geez. We're in real trouble. I'm just going to do it now. Let's sword the Ocelot Pride now.
Sure. I gain a life.
Yeah. Go ahead.
City's Blessing in here. Okay. On that.
Yeah.
Go to combat.
Yeah.
Swing for 2 plus 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Go to 6.
Well, I'll be super weak to ward, right? Other runes.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Energy will be my City's Blessing.
I think that's just it. What does this do? This. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
I had removal spells, but I needed a green, and then I had Wrath of the Skies in hand, and I didn't have a second white source.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Right. Bottoming this one. Start us off.
Okay. Bloodstain my Argo.
Draw.
Mhm.
Going to play this Elegant Parlor. Surveil.
Sure. Is this Boros? I don't know.
Going to bin this Urban Catacombs. Go ahead.
Alright, crack down to 19. Let's go get the blue red surveil.
Sure.
Thundering Falls. You should go on the triumph. That's fine. Surveil. I'll bin a Ghost Vacuum.
Okay.
Untap. Draw. Swamp. Dreadhorde?
Sure.
Pass.
Untap. Draw.
Mhm.
To play this Hushwood Verge. And this Malira the Living Cure.
You have to read that one to me.
A 3/3. It has irrelevant text about poison counters, but it also has exile Malira, choose target artifact or creature. When it's put into a graveyard this turn, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control.
Okay.
It's also a 3/3.
That's Cape. Alright.
Yep.
I will untap.
Yep.
Draw. It's a 3/3?
Yep.
I'm gonna play a Flooded Strand and pass.
Untap. Draw. Uh, um, Play this Horizon Canopy. I will A3
Yep.
for this Surak Elusive Hunter.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Going for 3.
I will take 3 down to 16.
Yeah, you fetched. Okay. Pass.
Crack for a Tundra, cast a Shadow Prophecy.
Okay.
How many cards do you have in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fuck. What a beating. I'm going to look at the top 4 because I have domain 4 right now.
Yep.
4. I'm going to put this to hand, put this to hand. Bin, Loose Focus, Orcish Bowmasters.
Okay.
Untap. Draw. Let's cast an Abhorrent Oculus, exiling my whole graveyard.
Okay. Yep.
Pass.
Untap.
Upkeep.
Yep.
I'm going to bin a Duress.
Okay. I will draw for turn.
Yep.
Interesting. Misty Fetch.
You're at 18, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 18. Get a Sylvana.
Mm-hmm.
Take 1 from my Horizon Canopy.
Sure.
Or a Bright Glass Cure Hulk.
Sure.
Trigger.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm going to get Static Prison and Mother of Runes.
Sure, that's fine.
I do not have good attacks, so I will not be attacking. Go ahead. I pass.
Sorry, I was just talking to someone. Yeah, that's fine. Tap. Draw. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to play a Dark Slick Shores.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pass.
Untap, upkeep.
Yeah.
Manifest
I
Treasure.
will
Did you get it solved, Cyclops?
put that here, bin an Underground Sea.
No, but it's okay. I decided to on a different line, so it's fine.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Attempts to cast Static Prison.
I'm going to hard cast a Force of Negation.
Okay. Is exile.
Yep.
Attempts to cast a Mother of Runes.
That is fine.
Take 1. Cast
Yep.
and a Johnny Nikado Pariah.
Sure.
Make a cat.
Yep.
I guess with a 5/5, so I have no good attacks again. Pass.
I think I'm going to cast a Stock Up.
Okay.
That take that, put the rest on the bottom. Play a Prismatic Vista.
Okay. Could you move your graveyard a little bit in view so I can see?
Right. Yeah, no problem.
Because you do have a dread horde, so it matters.
Yep, I have just a dress for now in there.
Okay.
Am I gonna start hitting you soon? No, I don't think so. Pass in your upkeep. I will surveil.
Yep, you have the dread. Finipus dread.
Yeah. Bin a Gloom Lake Verge pass.
Like to try to cast.
Let me just. Yeah.
A Gut True Soul Zealot.
I'm gonna respond by cracking.
Yep, 14.
I'm gonna go find basic planes and then remand that.
Trigger Surak.
Oh, is that a counter on that? Yeah, that's still fine, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever a creature's spell you control this target. So
Yeah, I read it as reprieve, and it is not reprieve.
So Gut is back in my hand.
Yeah.
We'll take one.
Mm-hmm.
Play a Bird's Paradise.
Sure.
I will. It's the Manifestor colorless, huh?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah,
that sounds right to me.
They are colorless. Okay. I will give my Gear Hulk Pro Blue.
Sure.
Attack you for 4.
I will take 4 down to 10.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. Cards in hand?
I have 4. 3 plus cut.
Your mom is tapped?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to bolt your mom.
Trigger Surak.
Yep, that's fine.
I will exile Malira, targeting my mother friends.
Sure.
Okay, so when this goes to the graveyard, it'll come back.
Yes.
So goes to the graveyard from Bolt, trigger,
Yep.
returns to the battlefield.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to move to combat, attack you with Dreadhorde and Oculus. Yeah, I'm going to attack you with Dreadhorde. Flashback bolt targeting. Targeting your mom.
Okay, trigger Surak.
Yep.
Yeah, mom's dead. I will. You have a 1/3 attacking
1/3
Dreadhorde.
attacking. Yep.
I will block with Surak.
Sure.
And then I'll take. You did not attack with Oculus?
No, did not attack with Oculus.
Okay, yep.
Okay. Pass.
Untap. Upkeep. You have a Manifest Dread.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Good at all. I'll put a Git probe in here. Put this on the battlefield. Pass.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
You have how many cards in hand?
5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to bestow the Springheart Nantuko on my Bike Last Year Hulk.
Sure.
I didn't expect to get this far. Interesting. A commercial district Spring Heart Antigo trigger and Surveil trigger. I would like to. I'd like to pay for the Spring Heart Antigo trigger.
Sure. Cards in hand after this?
7.
That's fine.
Okay, so I get the Gear Hulk, which means I get the Gear Hulk search trigger.
Mm-hmm. How many more one drop does he have? I'll run him out eventually.
An Ocelot Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And a Guide of Souls.
Yep.
I will play the Ocelot Pride. Or I have a Surveil trigger, actually, because I've done searching, so I have Surveil.
Yeah, that's fine, I think. Yep.
Surveil trigger. I'll keep that on top.
Okay.
I'd like to play the Ocelot Pride going to.
Yep.
I would like to go to combat and attack with my 5/5 Red Glass Gear Hulk.
5/5 now?
Yes, because of the Spring Heart.
Let's try. You have how many cards in hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How do you have so many? Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna put all of them in front. It doesn't trade. Put Oculus and all of my manifests in front of it.
Okay, I'll put the damage on the Oculus first, and then Red Glass dies, Spring Heart falls off, and you have all your manifests.
Mm-hmm.
I will pass the turn.
I'm going to Brain Surge.
Sure.
Those two on top. Good to go to my turn?
Yep.
Lands. And then pass.
Untap. Keep. Draw.
Mm-hmm.
Guide of Souls.
Sure.
One, 2, 3. Got it.
Yep.
Trigger.
When he attacks, whenever you attack.
It's whenever I attack.
Okay, sure. Up to 15.
Gain a life, gain an energy.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to combat.
Sure.
I will swing my token Gear Hulk copy and this Cat Warrior.
Sure.
Not that it matters, because I'm going to flip. I'm going to sack the Cat Warrior to the gut to make it into a skeleton.
Okay.
And that triggers a Johnny, which flips a Johnny.
Sorry. With the Johnny flip on the stack, how many cards do you have in hand here?
In hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So many. Okay. I'm going to cast a Mystical Tutor.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm going to go find Terminus and put it on top of my library.
Sure. Oh,
and then I'm going... Sorry.
I gain a life from the Guide of Souls from the skeleton trigger.
Yeah, that's fine. That happens. No problem with that. with a Terminus on top of my library, which I definitely have in the deck. There we go, Terminus.
Yep.
I'm going to cast a Brainstorm.
Okay.
I am going to draw Terminus as my first card for turn and reveal
Yes.
it as a miracle trigger.
Yeah. You have to resolve Brainstorm first. Yeah.
Yeah. I just have to
Yes,
finish
I
shuffling my
understand.
deck. Not the... Yep.
Yep.
This is actually really good for me because I had some really good cards under these manifests.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to show you what they are when they go away if they're shuffling into my library?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast... Sorry, I'm going to resolve this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put that and that on top of my library, and then I'm going to resolve Terminus. Or I'm going to attempt to resolve to cast Terminus.
Yeah, Terminus cast resolves, so all of my creatures go.
Yep. I am going to flip a Ancestral Recall, a Wrath Disguise, a Triumph, and a Sleight of Hand.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And these are all gone. Okay, I will.
It's
pass
random
my
at the
turn.
bottom?
It's any order, but you can choose.
It doesn't super matter.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
Tap. Draw. I'm going to cast a 4th Earlingus, X equals 2.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack you with a Knight.
Yep, I take 2. You get the monarch.
Take 2, 13, I am the Monarch, and I will pass. Draw a card.
You have how many cards in hand?
I have 5 in hand right now.
Screaming Nemesis.
Let's evasive action that. Domain 4.
I'll take 1, and I'm going to cast this Rest in Peace.
Yeah, that's a good one. Definitely didn't have any use for all these cards in my graveyard.
I will say that.
Okay. This is also exiled. I will untap. I will draw. I'm going to... Sorry. Ponder.
Sure.
Want those two. I'll leave it like this.
Yep.
Draw. Play a polluted delta. Attack you for 2.
Yep.
Sure. And then I will pass, go to end step, draw for Monarchy.
Yep.
You can go.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. In your end step, I'm going to crack.
Sure.
Find a meticulous archive and surveil.
Yep.
Sure, let's keep that on top.
Okay. Yep.
Gonna go to my turn?
Yes.
Untap. Draw. Let's hit you for 2.
Attempt to cast Solitude.
Yeah, Solitude will resolve. Sorry. I'm going to respond to Solitude. I'm sorry about that.
Sure.
I'm going to cast a Dress Down.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay, then Solitude can resolve.
Okay, I will not block. Go to 9.
2.
I believe you're at 9 because you fetched.
Yeah, I'm at 9. Okay, and then I will path your Solitude.
Get a basic points.
Yep. And then end step, these will sack. Sorry, I will play a Verdant Catacombs. Is land for turn. End step, go to draw for Monarchy.
Yep.
Okay, and then you can go.
Untap.
Mhm.
Draw. Anointed Peacekeeper.
Sure.
Oh,
My hand is Oppo, Lorien, Drown, Wandering Emperor, Waterlogged Teachings.
what recall? I don't think I care. I'm going to name the Wandering Emperor.
Sure. Is this exiled or is it just in my hand?
No, it's in your hand. It costs 2 more to cast, and
Yeah.
activated abilities
And
cost 2 more to
activate
activate.
Yep.
Then I will pay for Seasoned Engineer. Going to 8.
Seasoned Dungeoneer. Gets you initiative. I go and snag that. How many cards do you have in hand after this?
2.
That's fine.
Okay. Initiative trigger, I'll get a planes. I'll play the planes.
I'm going to respond to your initiative trigger.
You're going to respond to initiative trigger with Op Agent?
Yeah, with Opposition Agent.
Okay, yeah. This is... I have Thalia and Winter Orb in my hand. Thalia, Heretic, Athar, and Winter Orb.
Yeah.
The basics you can get are Forest, Plains, or Mountain.
Yep. Sorry,
Okay.
a plains, not a
A
forest.
plains.
What am I thinking?
Yeah,
I don't
Plains.
need to be in here. Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead.
Let's crack Verdant Catacombs to go surveilling.
Yep.
Undercity sewers. And Seasoned Engineer is a 3-4 or a 4-5?
3-4.
I'll bin an island.
Okay. Yep. Go to your turn.
Yep. Untap. Draw. Let's Inquisition you.
Or you want Thalia or Winter Orb?
I want your Thalia.
Okay.
I'm gonna put 2/1/1 counters on something. That's fine. Does Seasoned Engineer have Vigilance?
Dungeoneer does not. Peacekeeper does.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm gonna go to my end step and draw off of Monarchy.
Okay.
And then pass.
You have how many cards in your hand?
I have 5 cards in hand.
And you have how much mana?
all but one. I have 8 mana.
Okay.
Can I play the planes I took from you?
Yes. Yeah.
I have 9 mana planes.
Okay. Upkeep, initiative trigger. I'm going to forge onto Peacekeeper.
Yep.
Okay. Draw for turn. That is really fun. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, going to 1. I'm going to force for 5.
I'm gonna respond with a Waterlogged Teachings.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find Invert Polarity.
Okay. Well, that's not great.
Invert polarity. Odds I win, evens I lose.
Sure.
That is a 3.
Okay, so you get this for 5.
I get 7 knights. Or is it? Oh yeah, for 5 you get 5.
X equals 5. Yeah, you get 5 knights.
Yep.
I just died on the crackback. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty stupid. Alright, let's go to game 2.
All right. Sure, I'll bottom this card and keep.
Alright. Taiga, Wild Mikado, go.
Wild Nikotl, sure.
Yep.
Draw Wooded Foothills, crack for Volk, Regavan.
Sure. Go to my turn.
Yep, pass.
Wooded Foothills, I'm going to fetch, get a Savannah, and attack you for 3.
And you have a 3/3 now, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 3 down to 16.
Okay. I'm going to play this Usher of the Fallen off of the Savannah and pass.
You have to read Usher the Fallen to me.
It's a 2/1 for 1, and it has a post ability to make a 1/1 human warrior for 1 and a white.
Sure. Okay. Untap. Draw. It's 1/2, sorry?
2/1.
I'll attack with Regavan.
I'll offer a block. I'll offer a block.
Yeah, I'll trade.
Okay.
Tundra, pass.
Okay. Draw. I'd like to go to combat. Swing for 3.
Take 3, down to 13.
I will play this strip mine.
Yep.
I will take a. I'm going to hit your Tundra.
A float of whites.
I'm going to say go.
Gonna march your Wild Nikotl.
Oh, like this is quick reflex, is it?
Sure. My turn?
Yep.
Tapped Hallowed Fountain, pass.
Attack you for 3.
Take 3 down to 10.
Flooded Strand. I will go fetch a.
Yep.
So,
Sure.
I think. And I'm going to cast this one.
Winter Orb, eh?
Yep.
Okay, that's I can untap 1 land per turn.
Yep.
Alright.
I will
go to
pass. Yep, I'll pass.
Island, let's stock up.
Okay.
Guess let's take those 2, put the bottom last 3 on the bottom. Pass.
I will untap my Savannah.
Mhm.
I will attack you for 3.
Take 3 down to 7.
Play this Prismatic Vista, say go.
I will untap my Hallowed Fountain.
Yep.
I will play a Scrubland, and I will say pass.
Untap. Draw.
Mhm.
I will go to combat.
I will take 3 down to 4.
I'm going to fetch this Prismatic Vista.
Sure.
I'll get a basic forest, and I will cast a Smox Pearl.
Fine.
1, 2, 3. Green, white, white, green, green. Reckless.
Evasive action.
Yes. I will say go. Shuffle.
Yep. I will untap my Hollowed Fountain. I will draw. Play a Caracas, and I will say go.
Untap my Savannah.
Mhm.
Attack you with Bob.
Take 3 down to 1.
I'll play this Construct Heap and say go.
Okay. I will untap my Volk.
Yep.
Cards.
I have 1 card.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm not sure which is the better line for me to stay alive here. 1 card. I think I have to do this and hope. I'll play Murktide.
Sure.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5. I'll leave a Ragavan, I guess.
How big is it?
Pass. 6, 6.
Alright, I'll fetch.
Yep.
Get a Lush Portico.
Mm-hmm.
Fail.
Mhm.
Trailing. I will keep that on top. Go to my turn.
Nope. Yep.
Untap my Taiga. That's kind of interesting. It's fine. I'll draw. Let's 2, 3, 4. Instant Boo, Timeless Heroes.
We'll concede to that. We'll keep this.
Yep, me too. Start us off.
Verdant pass.
Marsh Flats, I'm going to fetch, get myself a Savannah,
As well.
and
I'm not going to do anything in response. I'm just getting a surveil.
play this
We can play with
Mother
quicker.
of Burns.
I'm going to misstep that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm getting a blue-black surveil.
That's what game you guys are on.
3.
On game 3.
There's 1-1. Which I guess
I
is
think
sort
we
of...
should still have another 10 minutes with the extension.
Oh my god,
You
what the
guys
hell is my
definitely
Nursery
do, yeah.
Sewers?
Alright.
Where the hell are you? Sadly need to get you, or else I would get a different one. There it is.
Does that happen a lot? Yeah, get used to it.
Surveil.
Are we there yet? We're close.
I'm gonna bin a Ragavan.
Okay.
Untap. Draw.
Yeah.
Air Mesa pass.
Draw. Thing. Wasteland. I would like to hit your blue-black source.
Sure.
Ask myself a Deathrite Shaman.
Sure.
Go.
Draw. Flooded Strand pass. Yep.
I'd like to eat your Undercity Servers.
Sure.
Make a mana. 3 mana.
Yep.
Pointed Peacekeeper.
Sure. I have Path to Exile, Torrent Oculus, Prismatic Vista, Seachrome Coast Plains.
A lot of lands. Okay.
Yep.
How many cards in your graveyard right now?
3.
So get all the way to there. This is probably just going to get Pat anyway. So I will name the path to exile.
Sure.
It's making you work for it.
End step, I'm going to double fetch.
Yep.
You have a strip in play, so am I getting basic island here? Or am I just not caring? I have enough lands. I'm going to get UC. I guess I'm going to get blue, red surveil.
They said he would be trying to way out of here. Where is this?
Thunder Falls.
Gustav, I step right there, sweet.
And I'm not going to cast anything.
Usually notices I've been gone after about 3 days. All right, big one. Let's go. Take care, babe.
Surveil, I'm going to bin a Misty Rainforest.
Okay.
I'm going to draw for turn.
There was treasure in those caves after all. The dragon eye was giving us clues on how to find it all along.
Yeah, okay.
We weren't looking at the right
Going to play a basic plains, and then cast Oculus, exile my graveyard,
Okay.
and then pass to you.
Untap.
Yep. I'm going to bin a Flame of Anor.
We'll draw.
Mhm.
I'm going to eat my own marsh flats.
Yep.
Play this forest. Play this Undermount Adventure.
Sure.
I'm going to get the initiative. I will go get a basic mountain. And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to pay 2 life to get probe you.
I have Malaya the Living Cure, White Plume Adventurer, Skullclamp.
Yuck.
And Mountain.
Yeah. I think what I'm doing, I'm going to hit you with Oculus.
I go to 14, you get the initiative.
I'm going to go find myself basic island. Can I stop you from gaining the initiative here? Don't super think I can. You're just gonna trap me. That's okay. And then I'm gonna play basic island and pass.
You have 2 unknowns? You have 1 unknown.
I have 2 unknowns. Sorry, this card was just being held back, just so I could keep looking at a true return. And your upkeep.
Yep, Manifest Red.
I'm gonna bin a Volk.
Okay, draw for turn.
Yep. Yeah, no, never mind. You don't have a trigger.
Exile.
I can cast it currently.
Yeah. Mountain.
Sure.
Exile your Volcanic Island.
Volk is gone.
A
Skull Clamp is fine.
going to attempt to put the Skull Clamp on my Anointed Peacekeeper.
Sure.
Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack you with my 3/4 vigilance and my 4/2 vigilance.
A white plume, so you're gonna take the initiative back anyways. Let's double block your 3/4 Undermountain.
Yeah, I'll kill one of them.
And then let's attempt to path your Anointed Peacekeeper.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Peacekeeper's exiled. We'll go get a basic.
And then, are these
points.
find the trade?
Yeah.
Okay, which one would you like to kill? Because I should not get the choice. 1 or 2.
It's 2.
Okay, that is a Gloomlake Verge.
A graveyard. I would like to spend 3 for this white one.
I'm going to respond with a recall, targeting me.
Sure. Draw perfectly, why don't you? It's alright.
Yeah, that resolves.
I'll get the initiative. I will forge onto my
Forge.
white plume.
Sure.
I will pass the turn over to you, untap Death Ray.
Yep. Attack you for 5.
Take 5, go to 9. You get the initiative.
I'm going to forge my Oculus.
Yeah.
Going to play my Prismatic Vista.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass.
Keep.
Keep. Going to bin this, put a Leyline Binding in my graveyard.
Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to equip Sculptman to Death Ray Shaman.
Sure.
I would like to go with combat, I think.
Does Skull Clan have the trigger given to the creature, or is it a trigger on itself?
It's on itself. When equipped creature is put into a graveyard, draw 2 cards. Does not give the creature.
Yep.
I'd like to attack with both.
Yeah, I'm going to block your White Plume with this.
Okay.
I give you the initiative. You trap me, which is probably better than 2 cards. Yeah, I'll block the White Plume.
Okay, so you take 2.
I take 2 down to 11. Initiative trigger.
Yeah, I'll do 5 to you, so you're at 6.
6.
Play this Malira. Oh.
Sure.
Play this Plains.
Mhm.
I'll move the Skull to Malira.
Sure.
And I will.
In response to in your end step.
Okay.
Let's flash an address down.
Okay.
I'm realizing this is not what I meant to do, and I've made a grave mistake, but it's fine.
Okay.
Nope,
Yes, that's
I meant
fine.
to do this main phase, but it's fine.
Okay. So then.
Yeah, well, I'll live with it. Yep,
You-
this
you draw.
resolve.
Yep.
Yep.
Go to your turn. Dress down is still in play, so I don't get
Yeah.
any taps.
Yeah, that is what will happen. Untap. I am going to consider.
Okay.
Sorry. Untapped. Graveyard. This card was actually revealed to be a mystical tutor. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm going to attack you with both.
I will block your Oculus.
Yep. Gain
Malira.
initiative, trap you. Sorry.
So I take 2, and then I go to 2 from the initiative. But I also have a draw trigger from the Skull Clan.
Yeah, you do. That's for sure. I definitely didn't fuck up. Big time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else?
So, yeah, I'm going to play a land, and I'm going to pass.
Okay. Dress down goes away.
Dress Town goes
Untap.
away. I will manifest in your upkeep.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm actually such a inter.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Draw for turn.
Uh-huh. I had lethal on board.
Voice of victory.
Okay, that's time
Pardon?
Mirage, if you guys haven't done it already.
Okay, so
Sure.
this is turn 0.
This
I don't
game
think
is
it's gonna
probably
matter.
not going to matter, no.
Okay, voice of victory.
It's evasive action, that.
Counter unless I pay what?
Unless you pay 4.
You have how many cards in hand after that?
I have 4 cards in hand.
I will let this be countered.
Sure.
I think you have a removal spell. Do you have another counter spell?
Cannot believe this.
You have a land in your yard?
Yes, I have a Gloomlake Verge.
I would like to exile your Gloomlike Verge. I will equip Skull Plant
2.
to White Plume.
Sure.
Play this Misty.
Mhm.
I would like to attack you for 6.
Okay, I will block.
That happens.
I will reveal a March.
Yes, this is. Oh, interesting. Man, okay. Think about this.
Mm-hmm. Threw hard, so you can't throw harder than me missing lethal last turn.
Yeah. I have an Oculus. Oh, your Oculus is 7/7. Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay. Well, we're gonna hope for the best. This is going to fetch down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get something that doesn't hurt me. A Taiga.
Basic? Taiga, dual, yeah.
I have mana. Solitude.
Solitude resolves.
I'd like to target Oculus.
Oculus will die.
So you
I will
go to
gain 7 up to 13.
13. Yep. I would like to pass the turn.
Sure.
On
Untap.
your upkeep, I have a trigger to untap White Plume.
Sure. I have an initiative trigger to draw a card.
Yes.
Then I have a draw step.
Yep.
I'm going to crack my Prismatic Vista for a basic swamp, which should be in my deck still. God, I cannot believe the colossal throw I have had this game.
Yeah, this is turn 1.
Sure, I have to kill you? That should be actually doable. Copium should be doable, hopefully. Let's play a... No, sorry, this is on the board still.
Yeah.
Let's Thoughtseize you.
I have a Bristling Bill.
Take that. Let's play a
For 10.
Caracas And then, let's play a Terminus.
Yeah.
I'm revealing a Wrath, a March. Sorry, my God, a Wrath of the Skies under my thing. Pass the turn.
This is turn 2.
Yep. Oh my God, I can't believe I've done
Untap,
this.
upkeep, draw.
Throw of the Century.
It's not great, but I'm going to play this Winter Orb.
Sure. I mean, it's might
yeah.
save you.
I'll say
Okay, your turn.
go. This is turn 3. Yeah.
I will untap my Underground Sea.
Yeah.
I will have an initiative trigger. Give me a creature. Give me a creature. Give me a. There we go. Got a creature. Got a creature. Sorry, I just have to reveal these, right?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. I got a better creature. 3, 4, 5, 6. I have an Orchid Spellmasters.
Okay, yeah, that kills me. Yeah.
Well, we went 2-1 today, which is a little disappointing, but, it's good enough showing. I think this deck is really good. I think that low to the ground aggro is pretty strong, and you're not restricted to just playing only 2/1s for 1. Obviously, we play a few of those, the Dryad Militants, the Paw Patches of the world. But, you get things like Wild Nicottle, you get all the growth threats with Glyph Elemental, Sidecat Cub, that sort of thing. I mean, it was not uncommon for me to be attacking with 4/4s for 2, which is really strong when people were trying to basically put down anything that they can to block. I mean, your blockers just don't matter. I think aggro is really good. People are playing so much less removal. People are not playing Chain Lightnings, Flame Slashes, Forked Bolts, Galvanic Discharges. People have just cut down so much on their red removal. A lot of decks don't even play Fury anymore. And that just means that you get to really take advantage of the fact that trading a Swords to Plowshares or a Path to Exile for a 1-drop feels god-awful. And so I think that this sort of shell is pretty good. I do think I maybe overcorrected a little bit. I definitely prepared for a combo-heavy metagame, playing things like Grafdigger's Cage. I expected things like Flash Hulk or Citadel Storm or Breach or whatever. There's a lot of things that Grafdigger's Cage stops. Even things like Nadu, stops all the battlefield tutors. And I don't know, it's hard to say because I think that this kind of include, like a Grafdigger's Cage, can be really, really strong, but it also cuts into other slots, and I don't know if it's really worth it. I think if you know you're going to be facing those, it's pretty good, but if your odds are of facing those is 1 out of, I don't know, 10, 12, 16 or whatever, maybe this is not worth it. You already have other hate bears that can sort of do the job for you, and I do think that I was a little under-indexed on removal today. I was playing Prismatic Ending, Path, Swords, Get Lost, Solitude, technically things like Broadside, Moloch, and that's not no removal, but I do think you want more removal, as can be evidenced by the fact that I lost to Abhorrent Oculus getting to do its thing for 3 or 4 turns, multiple games, which is not really something you should actually have to deal with. First of all, it should be hard for them to get it down early, but also you should just be playing answers. I think if you're going to be playing an aggro deck, you shouldn't be losing to singular threats like that. Which is why mono red or aggro that relies only on red removal is maybe not the best these days. But I don't know. I think pretty much any aggro deck that has white or black in it is going to be fine, and I think that this deck performed pretty well. That first match against RDW sort of showcased why RDW is struggling in the format right now. They managed to get me game 1 barely off of a Price of Progress for Xaxes, but the second game and the third game, I basically played 2 mana threats that grew out of the range of red removal, and they couldn't do anything. The second match was against Control. I honestly don't remember what happened with them. It was a long day, but I just remember the games went by really quickly. And then the last match against Control was also a little unfortunate. They were really long games, and I think, again, that I made a little bit of an error in deck construction. I didn't play enough removal. I'm playing things like Ghost Vacuum and Grafdigger's Cage, which are maybe not necessary. Those could have been removal slots. And so, that kind of came back to bite me. And then I also did make a mistake in that first match on the third game. I cast the fourth Aerlingus knowing that the only interaction that they had in their hand that was relevant was the Waterlog Teachings, because Wandering Emperor was named with Anointed Peacekeeper, so it cost 6 mana to cast, 2 to activate, and they only had 7 mana, so they couldn't use Wandering Emperor. And they had like a Drown in the Lock that was turned off from Rest in Peace, so they basically had nothing in their hand except Waterlog Teachings. So I basically knew that they had that they had interaction, and I ripped the fourth Aerlingus and I said, wow, this is really good. If this resolves, I just win. And I didn't even think about the idea that they could be getting invert polarity. I thought, okay, if it gets countered, it's whatever. I'm still probably winning on board, because then they don't have a removal spell for my Anointed Peacekeeper that gets pro creatures from Seasoned Engineer. And again, I didn't think about invert polarity. And then, yeah, I lost the 50-50 coin flip, but that's sort of trying to blame the fact that I lost on a coin flip. It's obfuscating the mistakes that I made. You have to look at that and say, if I had just attacked with Anointed Peacekeeper, they probably cast Waterlog Teachings for a removal spell and get rid of the Anointed Peacekeeper. And then I know they have no interaction, and I just cast fourth for X=5 on the second main phase, and they're dead the next turn, unless they rip like exactly Wrath of the Skies or something, because I think they had already used Terminus that game. So by casting the fourth Aerlingus pre-combat main phase, I opened myself up to a loss that I didn't need to have. In the third game, in that third match was, I think, just a showcase of I didn't build the deck quite correctly. I mean, I had a lot of outs and I didn't draw them, and that happens, that's magic, but I could have built the deck to have more outs. So I think this deck is pretty cool. I think I might tinker with it a little bit, maybe do a little bit more of a red splash. I kept the red splash really, really light because I was worried that the mana would be bad, but the mana felt okay. So I think adding in a few more red cards could be worth it. And I think Final Fantasy comes out next week, so there might be some cards in there that I want to try out. But yeah, I think that aggro is pretty well positioned in the metagame right now. I don't think it's nearly as bad as people think, nearly as bad as people say it is. And yeah, you just have to know how to mulligan and know how to sequence things. And most decks are not really prepared to deal with you. People are not used to playing against aggro because it's become less common, so you can get a lot of free wins. That was Green, White, Red Zoo. Thank you for watching the video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you stuck around this long. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.